probably not. Okay. I think we're situated here, so let's get back into this. Yeah, the one I'm in now, they didn't even clean it before we moved in because they wanted the turnover that fast. So like, I know for a fact they're gonna complain about stuff that was broken before I even moved in. Because I've been here for so long now. But it's one of those things, they've done such a poor job with, that's not fair. They've done a semi-poor job with like maintaining stuff, just because it's like pulling teeth to try to get them to do anything. Because it's a agent that is handling the property management, and then the guy that actually owns the property is the one that actually decides whether he's spending money or not. And he's like 80 some years old. Like he doesn't, 80 or 90, he's like way up there. He's not in the state to be like worrying about this type of stuff, you know. He's got bigger deals to deal with than my dishwasher is up. Okay, one block of text is kind of large, so I'm going to read that out in a second so I can actually make sure I'm reading that right. First apartment ever did that to me. I told them that I'm leaving by this date. They gave them the key that day as a promise. I would, the promise I would. And they hit me with an eviction notice despite them saying, okay, it's in the notes. Yeah, they, and then they do that because now you can't rent from a competitor if you have an eviction notice on your thing. Like, it's all just sleazy BS. Like, that's the reason why, a while back, they tried to pass a law that made it to where you can't create non-compete contracts. And some of the companies that are the sleaziest about it, like, lobbied really hard to stop that. And, like, I get it. I understand from one side to the other, right? Like, if you're working in something like like people confident information, right? And they don't sign a non-compete or a non-disclosure, and they just take that to another business and sell all that info. Well, that creates a very easy path for corporate espionage, and we already have enough of that as it is. We don't need more of it. But then you also have people like KFC, right? That they purposely divided up the recipe for KFC chicken because they were really worried that somebody would find it out and make it. And it's like, dude, you haven't been the best chicken in a long time. Like, you haven't even been good chicken in a long time, much less the best chicken. Like, there's so many places that have way better chicken than KFC, though. And then they also have, like, internally they have issues because the KFC that you can get overseas, like Korea, Japan, stuff like that, is a different recipe because they refuse to tell the other part of KFC how they make it. And I'm just like, y'all's chicken's not even that good to have interior espionage to try to figure out what the 12 herbs and spices is. And I'm just like, or I don't know if you ever go on like not MySpace, Facebook Marketplace. I see people selling a 1982 Toyota Corolla and it's missing like a wheel in the back corner panel, and they're like, $40,000. I know what I got. And I'm like, no, you don't, man. Yeah. That is the inevitable goal, right? The freedom of not having to deal with that type of stuff. Oh, it's another elite. Yeah, this Salvo, so good. I love it so much. I saw someone trying to sell a 3090 graphics card for like 10% under the original purchase value. And I'm like, a 3080? It was a 3080. 4080 Super came out like this year, and the 5090 comes out in like 2 months. Like a 3080 is so old, and they were wanting like $1,000 or something for it. It was ridiculous. And like, I understand people are so worried about being lowballed and being taken advantage of, but then they like sit on garbage for years. I know somebody that has the Toyota Corolla. They've kept it in an all right condition, but they haven't like maintained it every like few months. It's just been sitting in a garage because it's got a motor that used to be in a Lotus or whatever, right? And it's only worth like $1,200. Like, even if it becomes like worth something, so many countries have moved away from like old engines being allowed on the road that like even if it's worth something someday, nobody will be able to drive it. Like, it'll be a track car, a Toyota Corolla track car. And like, I get it, stuff's really expensive now, right? The thought of current administration, well, not upcoming administration, wanting to put tariffs on Canada, even if we don't look at anything else he's doing, tariffs on Canada are going to make our gas in the U.S. so expensive. We get like 70% of our gas from there. If they just decide that they don't want to sell us oil and natural gas anymore, we're out of luck. Like, we're so out of luck. Like, there's no way we're not going to have like $6 gas prices. But let's try my best to keep politics out of it. 'Cause that's just, even if everybody agrees, it always ends up being a sticky wicket. So yeah, I don't know. And like, a part of it is just the failings in math and people attaching sentimental value to cost. And that's the thing. Like, if you don't want to sell it, don't sell it, man. Like, I know people that get ridiculously attached to stuff and they think it's worth so much, and it's like, it's a common quality EV Pokemon card, man. It's not even like a good one. Okay. This map is so frustrating because we keep having to come back and forth across this bridge to unlock the extra gates. Now, one game that I've actually been looking at recently that looks really good, and I originally poo-pooed it because it's by Bethesda. Apparently, outside of a bunch of, or like a few little weird quirks, the new Indiana Jones game is pretty good. I saw my wife play a little bit of it, and I didn't see like, oh god, I got like stun locked. I didn't see a ton of it because I didn't want to like spoil it for myself, but it looks really good. And that was just on the Xbox. Like, I haven't even tried playing it on my PC yet, where I'm sure it'll look way better. The reason why I was actually late to stream today, for those that did not see my story, I had a trip to the eye doctor, I guess, is technically the right statement. My youngest, and actually my two youngest, I have a stepdaughter that's 18, 19, 20, I don't know. She's in college. She's college age stepdaughter. But my two youngest had an appointment today. And man, getting my son, I call him the oldest, but getting my oldest to cooperate for any type of doctor's appointment is so rough because he just will not. He just will not cooperate. That is not his MO, even in the slightest. He will pretend to. They were doing this thing where they had the letters up, and they're like, read everything up there. He reads the first letter. He's like, P, or O. No, what was it? It was P, Q, R, S, T, and he just started doing the alphabet. I'm like, no, man. I want to get out of here, please. He was done at that point. Like, he had passed his threshold for putting up with the doctor's nonsense. This fight is a little rough, because as I was saying before, I don't really have the gear for it anymore. I got staggered when I rolled into the bowl trying to get into the safe spot. Yeah, that's my thing. I am relatively a minimalist. I have a tendency to like buy stuff that has a purpose, and as soon as it's outlived its purpose, it gets donated or goes somewhere else. Because I just can't. Like, it stresses me out because I like having a relatively clean home. Part of it's like being OCD or whatever, right? Where like it's got to be a certain type of clean. Well, I could stress everybody out by trying to. I could stress everybody out by trying to make sure that the house is like ridiculously clean all the time, or I could have less stuff so we don't have to. I could just have less stuff so that we don't have to clean as often. Like, the more things that Dusk can collect on, the more... Oh. Woo! I'm so glad he deleted his minions. So glad he deleted his minions. I was going down on that.
Look at him run. Bravery befitting a king.
That fight there is so difficult because it's in such a tight little spot. Now, there is a few things I've bought that are single purpose, but it's like single purpose that can't have another purchase. You know what I'm saying? Like, a tape measure does tape measure things. There's not a lot extra you can do with a tape measure, you know? You can measure a bunch of stuff, but that's technically all it does is measure things. It's like, I could have gotten a regular air fryer, but I ended up getting one of those Instant Pots with like multiple lids. So now I have like an 18-in-1 air fryer, rice cooker, pressure cooker. Like, it's a little over the top. And like, you know, sometimes that type of stuff doesn't work out, right? You know, the 13-in-1 shampoo. the 13-in-1 shampoo where it's just like, you know, that's not cleaning you anymore, man. I do love those jokes where it's like shampoo, conditioner, degreaser, beard oil. Like the meme about all guys' products just have so much. Ooh. Oh, yes. Good. Let's throw that in the box. I don't think I have anywhere I can put this yet. Because the items in my build that require tier 3s, I think I already have full. Sniper's Mark, that's just a 2. Rain of Arrows does have a 3, I think. But Rain of Arrows, I think I've already done 3 gem slots. Yeah, I've already done 3 gem slots on it. Wind Dance, I need more Spirit for before I can do anything else with that. Herald has a tier 3, but I don't have a tier 3 socket. Same for Magnetic Salvo, has a 2 tier 3s, but I don't have the slots for it. Lightning Rod is 3, and I already have the 3 in it. Escape Shot is a single. Oh, Freezing Salvo is missing a socket. What am I missing from Freezing Salvo? Is Ice Bite a tier 3? Oh, it's already using Ice Bite. Glaciation, Ice Bite. Oh, well. Glaciation, Ice Bite. Let's see. Hourglass and Cold Infusion. I don't think Hourglass is a tier 3, though. Is it? Maybe not. Hold on. Let me check that real quick. Yeah, the all-in-one power. Yeah. The rice maker, though, the rice maker slash air fryer, dude, we use that so much. One, I love fresh rice. And yeah, you can make it on a stovetop, but rice out of a rice cooker is amazing. Ribs cooked in a pressure cooker. Like one, it doesn't take like 14 hours or whatever to get something tender because the pressure cooker makes meat tender way faster. So sometimes I'll like, even if I'm doing a slow roast in the oven, I'll throw it in, pressure cook it for like 30 minutes to cut like hours off the time frame. What am I looking at here? Oh yeah, I wanted to use a tier 2 to see if Frost Salvo could have. Yeah, Hourglass is a tier 1. There's no point in even wasting. Use a tier 1 for that. We'll just freezing Salvo. And we'll do Hourglass. Magnetic Salvo, I need 2 more gem slots, but I haven't found those yet. Stormcaller Arrow could probably have some stuff in it, but I haven't been. Yeah, we have 10 slots and only 1 thing. I think at one point I do need to figure out what I'm doing with my last ability. I haven't messed with it too much, so I've been just kind of ignoring it. Oh well, we're not going to mess with that for now. Let's just throw that tier 3 in here until I find a docket for it. Let's see. Ooh, it's not bad if stun buildup. That, like, the problem with stun buildup though is the builds. Like going against bosses, stun buildup sucks so bad. You only, like, the stun window is so incredibly small. There we go. This year we're not planning on doing like anything too special. We're gonna do like a tenderloin for the holidays. Normally we do turkey or ham or something, but God, I can't do another turkey. I can't do another ham. Yeah, just please don't. Man, there's supposed to be a way for me to clear this. I might have to just. What if I do that? No, cool. I'll just have to get out of this act to clear it, which is kind of frustrating, but.
Ah, yes. Move swiftly.
Oh, wait, do I still have. Oh, I have to go talk to what's her name first. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. Can I just do this? Hey, hey, I can. Look at that. And boom. Aha. Awesome. Awesome. Caster Labs works for once. Way to go. I think we're good for now. Who did I have to talk to here? Desert map, Badlands, desert map, valley, of the Titans and Keth. And Keth. Trader's Passage. That's just directing me back here because of that quest. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it brought me all the way over here. That's not where. Oh, wait, actually. Let's do here first. Valley of the Titans. Yeah, we're having a slightly shorter day today due to welcome back. Thank you for hanging out with the ads. I know it's frustrating, but like I haven't found a good sweet spot yet. I really don't like the idea of pre-roll like at all, especially for growth. Like if I wasn't focusing on growth and trying to get the channel bigger, I wouldn't care as much about the pre-roll, and I'd care more about the people that showed up often. But you know, unfortunately we're still trying to grow the channel right now, which means I want to avoid pre-roll as much as possible, but I haven't found a good sweet spot on whether we do ads every 30 minutes or every hour. That's the two like kind of cutoffs is to keep pre-roll off, you have to have 3 minutes of ads over an hour, and you can kind of break that down into how often you want it to happen. I try to, when possible, manually do it. Like if I get up to go use the bathroom, we run manual ads, that type of thing, right? Yeah, well, and I don't really care about revenue just yet. So I'm doing the bare minimum to keep pre-roll off. Now, I know some people do... Oh, there's a resurrector here. I know some of the larger people, when they do like subathons and things, max their timeout where they're having like 20 minutes of ads an hour. But like, for those big content providers, that's their like bread and butter is at, you know? Unfortunately, until you get like a certain number of people watching ads, like it's not really worth it. I average anywhere from, 3 to 6 average viewers, right? I've had some times where it like spikes above or spikes below or whatever. But I think the amount of money I've earned from ads versus a singular sub doesn't even balance out. I think the entire time I've been affiliate, and I've been affiliate for I think 3 or 4 months now, the ad revenue I have has not equaled a single sub. Because I'm in that early stages where I don't have a bunch of random visitors and stuff like that. It's kind of like Eden. She had her birthday or something recently, and like there were so many subs and stuff given out that it's very rare to find people in her channel that doesn't have a sub. The system tries its best when you do an anonymous gift sub to give it to people that have at least visited the channel first before it starts giving it to people that haven't visited the channel at all. You can also just be like, give this direct person a subscription or whatever. Which is always funny when you see people giving subscriptions out to like, Dingus McButthead or whatever. You know, like purposely finding somebody that's a meme and giving them a sub to somebody's channel. There's one that was like something about falling downstairs, and they kept giving the person a sub. Yeah, it's really little. Actually, let me pull that up real quick. I'll tell you my direct numbers because I don't really care. Let's see. for my total ad revenue since I've been affiliate is $3.37. So it's not a lot. Once those numbers get up there, like, that's different, but you have to wait till you start getting, once you start getting like some proper churn. That's the thing, right? Ad revenue is for if your channel has churn. Subs are more for if your channel doesn't have a lot of churn. Exactly. And churn is natural. Like, I know some people freak out about churn and they worry a lot about like viewer retention and stuff. And while viewer retention is important, churn is also just a natural part of the day. You know, if you stream for 8 hours, there's no way not to have churn. Because nobody's, well, that's not fair. The majority of the people in your channel do not have the time to watch you for 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, you know? So you get some natural churn of just people having stuff to do and whatever. When you have nice long periods like that where you stream for 8 hours a day, ad revenue actually starts adding up to be worth a little bit more due to natural churn. Fortunately, I've got my people that stop by often. I have the great Wampus and Lychee and Nolo when he shows up. The twins do show up on occasion, but I don't think they understand the tab system yet, so that's an entirely different issue. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you don't care. It's more of one of those, like, some people care about it so much that it stresses them out, you know? Like, they're just like, well, why wouldn't people stay here the whole time? And I'm like, well, I mean, everybody has lives, you know? Oh, I went here first, and this is the place I'm supposed to come last. Okay, let's just go do that. Man, I forgot. Valley of the Titans is the one we come to last. Because I can't do this part till I find everything. We could just visit it twice. Let's just visit it twice. I'll go do the other, we'll do the boss fight, because it requires us uncovering a bunch of the map. But yeah, it's not that I don't care about churn either. It's just I don't stress about churn. Because if I did, I'd make myself sick, you know? Like, if I already have such a few amount of people, so I know exactly when each person gets up, because I can see that, right? I can see when someone has to take a phone call. Not that they're taking a phone call, but like that they're no longer have me as their active app up. Well, that's fine. That's whatever. You know, if I thought about that stuff so much, I'd make myself sick. The people, there's another group of people with streaming that are like, never look at your analytics. And I'm like, if you never look at your analytics, how would you know that at 2 o'clock all your typical people already go offline? And instead of streaming to half viewers, you could spend that time making a TikTok or making lunch or doing some self-care, you know, like you have to balance what you're doing on your stream with actual real life stuff. If you don't, you're just gonna drive yourself batty, and that's awful. You have the group of people that are doing this for fun, and the group of people that are doing this for like trying to get somewhere, and both of those people are still technically people. They are still people, so we need them to take care of themselves and actually sleep. Wampus, wherever you're at. For me, I've been so sick for so long that like I don't have the ability right now to do any job. Like I can barely stream for 4 hours, right? So this is kind of the only thing I could come up with. 'Cause playing games and doing that type of stuff actually helps me substantially with my pain from all my injuries and all the stuff I've had going on. I've had multiple spinal injuries. Lychee! How are you feeling? Do you have the day after skiing legs? Because that's always rough. That day after skiing where you try to stand up and you're like, oh, I've got noodles instead of legs. Okay. Okay, that's good. Or do you have the other version of skiing legs where you're like, they're so stiff you can't even stand up? Oh, that's good. That's good. Mine was always, my calves would get really tired.
From above.
Obviously, I haven't been able to ski or snowboard in, God, 15 years.
That would only slow me down.
Ooh, so we have come up with a new build, Lychee. And it is very shocking. So instead of doing that thing before where we were ricocheting lightning between all these little lightning rods, we now shoot out one launch of magnetic salvo that targets all of them and explodes them for extra damage. So it's, we put them out and then we blow up the whole thing and move on. Nice, nice. Oh yeah. That's one of my favorite things. I actually love the, I've I've Pavloved myself into loving the fatigue that comes with workout. Because that's the thing, right? Like, if you can't get yourself to love working out, you're never going to love working out, right? There's not very many people that get that. Runners, maybe, because you get the runner's high, right? Where you run to the point where your endorphins and stuff shoot through the roof so high that you're high. So outside of those types of people, everybody else has to find like a reason to work out. And I finally Pavloved myself into enjoying the process of enjoying the recovery process. Even leg day. I enjoy leg day. The next day where my, like, just flexing my feet and walking hurts because I did too much on leg day. Oh God, hold on. I've got a phone call.
Greetings.
Speak up.
The college age stepdaughter was like, hey, I only have $10. What do I buy Mom? And I'm like, Christmas is in like 5 days. We're doing ours, I think, on the 23rd with her. So she called 3 days before she needed a gift, and she only has $10 and was like, I need an idea. I'm like, yep, that sounds like a college-age kid. Yeah, I mean, if you properly take care of your knees and do flexing and stuff, like, yeah, it's so real, so real. Like, she got mad because I was laughing at her, and I'm like, you don't understand. I've been the college-age kid that realized, oh crap, tomorrow is birthday. You know, like, you didn't do it on purpose. You're busy because you're a college student, and you have no money because you're a college student.
Storm point.
My family has always, I don't like gifts. I don't like Christmas. I don't like holidays. I don't like surprises. I don't like any of that stuff. I really, I feel bad because, like, for the most part, I'm like, please just leave me alone. You know, right? My suggestions we actually had for her was, if she wanted to spend some money, there's a place that is a international market. It's one of those places you can get like food and candies from other countries. And my stepdaughter is, her parents lived in, not parents, her grandparents, sorry. Her grandparents lived in Trinidad, and they are of Indian descent. So they have some very eclectic tastes on food that you can't really find anywhere. So my suggestion was for my wife really fell in love with a lot of food and stuff from that culture. Just because her ex-husband and her couldn't get along didn't mean she stopped like hanging out with everybody. So I was like, hey, go grab something that is of that persuasion. Go grab some candy or something from the international market, and that'll mean more than literally anything else you could do right now.
I get the feeling that I am not welcome here.
Because, like, here's the thing. The way I see gifts, right? Get something someone either really needs or really wants. Now, I know you get kids that are like, I want an Xbox. But do they ever always talk about, like, man, I just really love orange dreamsicles? Get them a giant family-sized box of their favorite treat. You know, like, if someone's just really obsessed with, like, toe socks, guess what you're getting them? You're getting them toe socks for Christmas. Or my favorite thing for people is stuff that I know they like, but they would never buy for themselves because they don't want to waste the money on themselves, right? My, one of my friends that I've known since he was 3 years old, so I've known them forever. I actually helped him and his wife, start dating in high school. It was one of those, like, they refused to talk to each other type of things, right? Exactly. That is a perfect gift, Farcliffs. Perfect. Something that either helps them decorate or helps them make their space their own. Something that they wouldn't think to buy on their own. Something they want. Something they need. All the boxes checked. The thing with that group of friends or whatever, right? My friend, he also always used to get so mad because the gifts I would buy, at the time it was his fiance, they're married now. The gifts I would get for her were always way better than his. It's an objective term, right? Like, he could have gotten her a ring pop and it would have been more important than what I got her, you know? Like, but he didn't see it that way. Anyway, there was a time frame where she was reading what have people been calling them recently? Smoochy books. She was reading a romance novel series that was about vampires. I don't remember what it was called, but she had been talking about it off and on for like a couple of months because she finished up the first book and it's like on the second book. And I found the first book as a graphic novel, something that she would never buy for herself. She's not a graphic novel person, but the art in it was really good, and it was her favorite smoochy book as a graphic novel. So I went out of my way to go get this thing, like first edition graphic novel book. No, it wasn't Twilight. It wasn't Twilight. It was something with a C, Capricians or something. It was right before Twilight. So it was same kind of spiel of like, but I think it was more vampires on vampires, not vampires with non-vampires like Twilight is, where it's like, will they, won't they, like teen series. This was more like who we banging next type of. It was a little bit on the raunchier side of smoochy book. God, I'm so embarrassed. Yeah, I got her like a graphic novel, and I found while I was over there, I found a like 400-page Sudoku book. It wasn't Vampire Diaries either, but yeah, same concept, same concept of just like very smoochy book, very smoochy down below book. So I got her that, and yeah. I got her that graphic novel and a Sudoku book, and like she talked about it for like months afterwards. That like I'm the first person in a while to get her like an actual good gift, which like she didn't mean it the way she said it, but like you know sometimes you get those people that like your family that are just like, oh man, you like Pokemon cards, right? And they give you like some Monster Rancher cards, and you're just like, I didn't even know these existed. Or your family finds a $1 CD-ROM game at some like thrift shop or whatever, and it's like some hunting video game, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, I don't have a computer. I mean, now I do, but at the time I didn't. It was just like, you got me something that literally is unusable. But that's kind of my thing. I love giving people gifts. I don't like getting gifts. Because if I want it and I have the money for it, I'll buy it. You know, like, it's the reason why I've always told people, like, if you want to get me something, get me some sort of food or something that's really hard to make that I don't feel like making, you know? I got people one year, like pizza kits where it was a cheese pizza and all the stuff like kind of ready, and all you had to do is like load it with your toppings or whatever. And while yes, I'm giving you something that's a chore, I'm also giving you a make your own pizza kit. You know, like my problem with stuff like crocheting, okay, is, and this is a self problem. This has nothing to do with crocheting being bad or anything like that. I hate the feeling of most yarn. I have, I'm on the spectrum, very ADHD, the new term that I'm learning, ADHD, and most yarn itches or hurts my skin. Like, it's so bad. I hate it so much. Like, just even touching it is awful. So anytime my ex, the one thing she actually did for me nice once is she knitted me a scarf. And it's a 12-foot long scarf because she spaced out while she was doing it. So it's just really, really long. But it was when I had a car that didn't have any heat or air conditioning. So she made this like really massive scarf so I could bundle up, because I had to drive an hour to school, to college. So she made me this like ridiculously long scarf. But before she made it, she actually, for once, was like, you know what, if I'm going to make you this, come pick the yarn out. It was originally supposed to be a surprise. She decided to, go out of her way to make sure she picked the yarn and stuff out first. And I went with her with that. And it's the only time, well, no, that's not the second to only time that she got me something that was actually something I wanted. It's something I needed. And put the tiny bit of extra effort in to make sure I could actually use it. It was very sweet. It's actually probably one of the bigger reasons why we stayed together for so long, because she had those small moments of putting forth effort that drug me back in. You know, she's the one I was talking about that like groomed me from a young age. I don't know how else I don't like saying that word, but that's basically what it was.
Storm point.
I met her when I was 11, and being on the spectrum at 11, I did not have the emotional maturity to be dating someone or even thinking about that type of stuff, because I still, there's a thing with ADHD and now ADHD and all that, being on the spectrum, that you have to compare their like emotional age to be way younger than they actually were. So I met her when I was 11, but emotionally I was more like 8. That is very adorable. That's a lot of work, but that's the thing, right? Find out what the person wants without asking them. Like, that's my buddy, the one I was talking about, that like he always gets her bad gifts. At one point just broke down and just started asking her what she wanted and just going and buying it. And I'm like, dude, this, if you want, I can ask her what she wants, and then you can make it sound like you were just paying attention when she talked. Because that's the thing, she talks about the stuff she wants like all the time. She's one of those, like, she hyper focuses on stuff and info dumps on people. I was like, if you paid attention to even 4 conversations you've had with her in the last year, I can guarantee you'd find a gift. But he went the other route of just tell me what you want and I'll go buy it. I'm like, I mean, technically, you know, it takes the thought out of it a little bit, but at least it's better than people that are like not good gift buyers and they just wing it and they get people stuff that they hate, but that person has to then pretend that they like it. My wife and I, thank you for the headbats. My wife and I actually bought our, we bought our Christmas gift for the house. That's what we call it. We get a gift for the house. Something that everybody's going to enjoy. It's not meant for one person. It's meant for everybody to use, right? And our gift to the house this year, it's by far one of my favorite holiday gifts ever. We bought a pellet ice maker. That's it. That's my big gift. We bought a pellet ice maker, and that thing has worked nonstop every single day since we bought it. Black Friday sales came around, and we got this pellet ice machine for like $120, and they're normally like $200 to $300. And we got it, and we're like, are we gonna wrap this up and wait for Christmas? She's like, I turned around to ask her that. Well, no, ads at the worst possible time. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay, where am I going? Go over here for a bit. So, as far as games go, I was originally going to do, I'm just going to talk because people are in ads. I'm going to talk about what the original plan for today was. I was originally going to do Marvel Rivals because their event with Jeff is up, where you play Splatoon as Jeff. And I was going to do that. I didn't get anything set up. I have an update that still needs to be updated. And I got here like pretty much an hour after I should have started stream. Or started setting up for stream. So when I put all those together, I was like, you know what? I'm just really enjoying Path of Exile. Let me just get in there and I'll just yap my head off today. And we'll count that as a real stream.
Rather not break my back.
Okay, this. Gosh. Let's. Hold on, let's put this back. This. Over. Up. I really wish there was an auto sort. It'd make my life really easy. Welcome back. So, the pellet ice maker, right? We bought it, and you know, I was trying to do something on the computer, and I was like, hey, do you want to just go ahead and use that now, or do you want to wrap it so we have something to open under the tree? Our kids get really upset if me and her don't have presents under the tree. So we normally do this house gift, and we buy stuff from Black Friday, and then we'll wrap the box up and give ourselves whatever we bought on Black Friday that we needed for the house, so that we have something to open and the kids feel better about it. And I turned back to look at her. She's already got it out of the box and is washing it so that we could use it. I did too miss you, Farcliffs. I did too. And it's not your fault. I'm just so used to talking to Lychee every day that if I did say something off there, that's because I'm just bad at this. I love streaming so much, but man, am I, yeah, I turned back around and she's got it like running through like a special cleaner and stuff that came with it. And she's getting it set up, and then she gets all that set up. She's like so excited to like fill it up full of water and use it. And there's this sticker that says, do not use when you first get it. You have to leave it sitting on the counter overnight so all the refrigerant balances back out. She went through all this effort, was like super excited to have pellet ice, and then sat there looking, just staring at it in the kitchen, not doing anything because she couldn't. It was the like most pitiful little pout ever. It was so fantastic. Yeah, no. Exactly. Like, you don't get, like, I don't understand how people do like a big gift and then like just sit on it. And I'm like, no, I don't, unless that big gift is like a laptop or something. Even then, I'm just, I don't like holiday. And I know I brought that up before. Like, my family is awful. I had kind of like a ridiculously bad childhood. I didn't celebrate my birthday until I started dating as an adult. My first birthday was actually that I properly celebrated was when I turned 21. I turned 21, and I was the first one in my group of friends that turned 21. So, like, yeah, we celebrated my birthday, but it was more just everybody celebrating that they could now have alcohol. You know, like, the story for that's kind of funny because I was at home, and that group that I was telling you about before, the ones that the guy that doesn't know how to give gifts, but like whatever, that group, they went out on a date because their anniversary for when they were dating, not their marriage anniversary, but their dating anniversary, was my birthday. So the only people that I had ever kind of shared a birthday with was those two. And then once they started dating on my birthday, we no longer hung out for my birthday anymore. Right. Anyway, turned 21. They went out to go to a movie. And apparently the entire time that they had been together, she was always wondering why we didn't just do a birthday anniversary stuff all together. His reasoning is this, the typical guy reasoning, right? Like, someone's here, I can't have anniversary adult time, right? Like, I get it. I get the need for that. Like, but she calls me up. She's like, hey, isn't it your birthday today? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, we're coming to pick you up. And I'm just like, I've spent my birthday alone for like 6 years, but okay. And we ended up like going out and like doing stuff. But then I realized like a few years later, I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I was an alcohol patsy. I mean, I think she actually did care, but everybody else was on board. It turned into, it was originally just supposed to be 3 of us having a birthday party, and it ended up being like 20, 30 some people at my birthday party, and it's the first birthday party I'd ever had. Like, so I was just excited to be hanging out with people. The chair thing, that's actually what my wife got me last year. I am a relatively heavy-set dude. I'm also relatively tall. So there's never been a gaming chair that I have had that the back of it is tall enough without me slightly leaning over the back. So she got me a big and tall, like, office chair. Yes, I actually do need to hydrate. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm like rasping a bit. Oh, so thought of a different sound bite to grab. You gotta do a big stretch. You know that's the rules. Your houseplant was dying over here. I thought of a new soundbite that I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna try to grab it this weekend. And you know, have y'all ever seen Emperor's New Groove? The one where the guy gets turned into a llama. Anyway, there's this scene in it where Kronk, one of the other characters, is like trying to do a stealth mission, and he's like singing his own theme song. And I want to grab the theme song out and turn that into a redeem for the channel, for like anytime I'm trying to be sneaky, or anytime we're doing like a hold on, I know what to do next. And I want having that having that Kronk section be something that y'all can redeem anytime I'm trying to be stealthy or whatever. Yeah. They're supposed to be dead. But like, that movie is full of so many just memes and funny moments. Like, if that movie had come out recently, the internet would have eaten it alive of turning it into memes and ridiculous content. And I mean, they still do. And that movie came out when I was a kid. Like, it's old. And like, would never that one, the one I like from Yzma, my favorite line from her is the whole thing about putting it in a box. I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna put them in a box. I'm gonna put that box inside of another box that I'm gonna mail it to myself. Yeah. That whole sequence is just ridiculously hilarious to me. God. There's so many little things like that, and as long as I keep it under like a certain amount of seconds, it technically can't be flagged for copyright, because you have like free use. I'll need to look up the exact distance of time, but you have free use on stuff as long as it's like short enough. That wrong lever, that's a really good one. Why do we even have that lever? And then they do the callback for when Cusco and Pacha do the exact same thing. Yeah. Fantastic. That used to be, so when I get sick, it's something my wife pointed out that I didn't even realize I was doing. If I turned on Emperor's New Groove or Zootopia, apparently she'd like bring me soup and stuff, and I never realized. I never realized what she was doing. She had realized like shortly on when we first got together that anytime I didn't feel good, if I felt like absolute crap, I would turn those movies on. What am I doing here? Right of the Flame, somewhere in the Titan Grotto. Let's hit this checkpoint so I can drag the map. Okay, what am I? Oh, son of a. Okay. So yeah, I want to grab that soundbite. There's another one I was thinking of, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I really like Flames. Flames is a really good one. I feel like that was a really solid choice. It fits how frustrated I am with stuff like so often.
Not yet. I need more mana.
Oh, mana. I can't see. I need to figure out, there's another UA overlay I can do. I can't see my mana while I'm fighting because my phone that captures my model is in the way. How are we looking? Oh, I'm not even going to bother organizing that. So on Saturday, I'm probably going to do a little bit of drawing. Want to try to thought about trying to draw Elian from Alien Sin and Neapolitan. Plan on trying to draw. I want to try to draw something that's not my cat or not me. I want to try drawing someone else that has like a different art style and see if I can like make something out of that. My plan is Saturday to do that and to try to grab that soundbite. Problem is trying to grab a soundbite from something Disney, kind of a pain in the butt, so it might take a couple of attempts, but yeah. Yeah, Elian and Nia, they're kind of some of my favorite late night streamers. They're actually one of the bigger reasons why I don't want to stream at night. Other than just, you know, people not showing up because time frames, right? The other reason is, but if I'm streaming, how can I be watching Nia and Elian stream? You know, like that whole thing. But I do this every time. I like try to highlight it, and then I try to upgrade it by going to the bottom. Ooh, what are you? Oh, energy shield. I'm not messing with any of that yet. Some of the later gear requires you to have like 60, 60, 60, like 60 strength, dex, and int, so that you can get some of each stat. I do not love that. That was horrendous. Oh my god. That is awful. Why? It's like a Halloween costume with a kid in it. It's like giggling and laughing, but it's got like a moving eye and stuff. I do not love that. I do not love that sound. I do not love anything about that. Watch while streaming. I do occasionally put streams up, but unfortunately, I don't have the ability to like properly game and do that. And I don't have a tendency to play too many games where I'm not actively having to pay attention, you know? I can look away a little bit here for chat, but if I tried to like properly interact with another stream while streaming, I just don't have the ability to do that. I've been looking at this, but I don't have the strength. 59 strength is a lot. Hey, hold up. I did disenchant. Oh man, did it do that again? Okay, so I had it for a while that if I hit space, it was supposed to auto-complete, and now it's doing auto-cancel. I don't know how I was doing that. That's unfortunate. Go back to the grotto. I think we finally found our, like, correct path, so. Yeah, I really love me and Alien stream. Like, I feel like I fit in there a lot. Obviously, it's not on brand for me, because I try to keep my stuff a little more safe for work. But my stuff's also, like, middle of the day, right? Like, ow. I struggled really bad with this fight before. I'm really worried about it. Oh no. Ah. I don't remember what this move is. I don't remember what this move is. It doesn't look good. Oh, I know what this one is. Come on. Come on. Go down. Ah, go down. There we go. Whew.
Hot to the touch.
Awesome. Okay, find something that can be placed in the altar. We're ignoring that. Matt, give Flume Ray to Zara. Let's check what this... There was a sword over here that I really wondered what this was about. I wonder if this might just be content that's not in yet, though. That actually is most likely what that is, so let's not worry about that. Oh, did I tell you, Lychee, that, Elian, like, embarrassed me to the high heavens the other day? He didn't mean to, and it wasn't negative on his part. But I was talking to him about something because I was trying to get his opinion on a TikTok I did, and because I was talking about, so you know, I don't think I'm ever really going to get like too big with it, but thank you for the head pat. I was like, I don't think I'm going to ever really be very big or whatever, but I do really enjoy streaming, and I was asking him about, like, it was one of the story TikToks or whatever that I did. I was just talking to him, anecdote about my wife, and yeah, I got a few now. We have that one. We have Bonk, which Lychee uses often because apparently letting not caring about Grius dying is bad. It's so funny because like everybody else that dies in that story everybody else that dies in that story is so more like devastating than Grius, I swear. Oh, you think do you think Grius was an emotional hit heavier to you than Vinka? Which one hurt more, Vinka, Grius, or Fidelio? Grius is at the bottom of that, right? Fidelio hit really hard. Well, I mean, Stroll deserves it. Yeah, so I've had a few new redeems added, so hopefully we can actually have a little bit of fun with it. I'm probably never going to get to... Ooh, hold up. Yeah, that's kind of big. Let's... I don't know what you're talking about, Wampus. You act like that's the only time we've called you out this stream. There's been more than once. I did one too. What was I complaining about? Something about along the lines of you really need to take care of yourself as a streamer, like properly sleeping.
What have you learned?
So I was like, unlike Wampus, wherever you're at. It'll be okay. We love you, Wampus. Oh, did you? Good, good. You were supposed to hear. I chose to ignore. That's fair. That is fair. It was all Lychee's idea. We're not going here because we don't need that. We do need the ivory from the Badlands, though. Did I grab everything from underneath? I did. Awesome. Just a little gas lamp in between friends. It's all right. What's wrong with the
I've never seen such death.
is it just routine checkup with the puppers? Didn't you just do a grooming session or something with it? Oh, I've swapped my voice again. Ugh. My allergies are acting up, so like my lower voice is making my nose rumble, and it's terrible. I don't know what feels better, the level up in this or the ding level up in World of Warcraft. I think I would love to try to get the level up sound in this. I'd love to get the level up sound in this as a sound bite as well. I haven't messed too much with sound bites and stuff recently, but like I actually really like making that stuff. It's not hard, and it just feels inventive when you find one that like really fits what you're going for. Like I really like my my hydrate and my 2 stretch sound bites. Those are like some of my favorite ones I've found. I mean, the one is just from Subnautica, but... Okay. Effigy, skill gem. The new build with the magnetic salvo just feels so much better. Oh, can I... Does that pause? Okay, it does. Magnetic salvo just has this heft to it when it hits that feels so satisfying. As damage for a random element. Yeah, let's grab that. Let's grab that. I do multiple elements, and I have... where's it at? Magnetic Salvo, I think, has it on it. No. Oh gosh, which one is it? I have a gem somewhere. Maybe I haven't applied it. Oh, here it is. Rising Tempest. Raises elemental damage dealt for each skill used recently of a different element type. So now that one has the ability to apply random elements, it can stack the bonuses from that. I haven't gotten the ability, but that's why we're aiming for it. That's kind of what I was explaining. Oh, Wampus came in and I didn't finish my story about it. Elian making me blush and feeling weird. I guess we'll just never know. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm gonna, like, do my nasal spray real quick. Okay, I am back. That is such a weird thing. I have allergies, and most allergy meds like make me really sleepy, so I use a nasal spray. And it kind of just makes me less congested, but it does it instantly. So it's like both of my ears will pop at the same time. Like it's just a very odd thing to have going on. I think at this point, if I'm going to run with the map open as much as I am, it might be time to adjust my map. Ooh, the bone pits. What do I need here for? Let's step in, touch the marker, come back. I don't know.
So much ash.
Quest was theft of ivory. Okay. Let's uncover the rest of here first, though. Gotta do our due diligence.
Not yet.
I need to get in a better habit of like properly rotating like abilities and stuff, but
No mercy.
why do that when my magnetic salvo go burr? God. So dumb. Let's see. I think I'm going too far. I might have to backtrack. Looks like it's taking me back to the previous area up top. That's not really what I wanted to do. Go this way. It's kind of nice. Recently, I've realized that like my hands are getting more and more steady, which makes me wonder how much of my thyroid cancer, tumor, or whatever we're calling it, my thyroid issue was causing all. They took that half out, and there's been a bunch of stuff that it should not have been affecting that's cleared up. Like, I haven't been able to eat grapefruit as a kid because it gave me like horrendous stomach problems. They took my thyroid out, and I'm not allergic to grapefruit anymore. I don't like, I don't know what to do about it. Like, I've been able to eat grapefruit for like the past 6 months, and it's been kind of fantastic. It was like one of my favorite fruits as a kid, but I couldn't have it because it would make me like ridiculously sick. And now I can have it. There's a bunch of other stuff I can have too. The one I haven't tried yet that I really want to is cardamom. Problem is, if cardamom actually sends me into anaphylactic. So testing that one is a lot different than testing if I'm still allergic to grapefruit. I saw something recently that lactose intolerance might actually be able to like learn your way out of it. There's been a lot of places where like we take condensed milk and powdered milk and all this stuff, and we use that to help feed like third world countries and stuff because it doesn't get used, it goes bad, that's a thing, right? And there was a time frame, it was like COVID, World War II. It was one of those like food scarcity time frames. I can't remember like the time frame for it. They were sending condensed milk out to an area that it. Oh. Okay. Huh. That completely deleted me. Wow, I don't even know what happened. I mean, I know it was these guys, but and it wasn't, I was like really worried it was a comet, but I purposely avoided that. Staggered me out of my magnetic salvo, dude. I do need to. There's a support gem I can add that lowers my mana cost of magnetic salvo by 40%. And I think at this point I really need it. I'm burning through mana like really heavy when I'm doing certain things. I'm really glad y'all come out and hang out with me while I play games that aren't my typical. I say my typical. I play so many different things that like every game is my typical, but I played Metaphor for almost 3 months. So like, I kind of don't know what my stereotypical channel is supposed to be anymore. Old guy play video games, reminisce about past. I don't know. Tell weird anecdote from childhood. Accidentally sing Maroon 5 on stream. You know, that whole thing. Hey, superior. Good, good, good. Woo. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've always thought my life was like incredibly boring. And then I go and talk to people about like all the medical issues I've had and all the like weird stuff I've gotten into. And they're like, wow, you've lived a full life. And I'm like, what? Like, if that's full, like, I kind of don't want to see boring because I find my life to be atrociously dull. Other than like the family stuff, like that part I really like, but yeah, trying to explain to somebody that you got excited because your kid drew a piece of paper or drew on a piece of paper like a really poorly designed heart. You know, like it's not, it's only really important to other people that have kids. My youngest, speaking of poorly designed and writing random notes, my youngest knows that my wife really likes gift cards. Like, that's my wife's thing. She loves gift cards. Doesn't matter what it says. She just loves a gift card. So anytime my daughter needs something, she asks my wife through gift card conversation. He'll write a gift card specifically to like ask to go to the library or like, can we play a board game? But she'll go and make a gift card first so that she can try to get a better favorable outcome on her question. It's like, but I wrote a card, and I'm like, you asked to go to McDonald's. Like, that's not always a yes. We actually have to make a library trip this weekend, if they're still open. I don't know with the holidays, but we have to make a library trip this weekend because I want to see if the library will order a book that I'm actually kind of really excited for, but I just don't feel like paying for it because I don't know anything about it. And I don't have, what is it, Amazon Unlimited or whatever, where you can, no, Kindle Unlimited, where there's a lot of books you just get for free, and then you can, like, preview books and stuff. Oh, wow, that slow is rough right now. There we go. Nice, good. You live in the garbage. Nobody likes your slowing nonsense.
That would only slow me down.
Oh, wow, am I full again? Oh, I guess I am. Let's grab the stuff that'll fit. Oh, bananas. Okay. Well, I was trying to make it all fit.
Greetings.
I don't remember what story I was trying to tell about Elian. I've already forgotten. Something about... Oh, yeah. I keep holding it off because I'm waiting for Lychee to get back. Anything important? Anything good? Not really. Kind of expected as much. I'm in an area that didn't really have good drops last time either. Ooh, I do have a new kill gem though. Now let's do sniper's mark. Something about my desk height. I've got to do something about it. I don't know if I've got myself turned funny or what. I do use like full arm movements for my mouse. That might be a part of it. My shoulder has been like really irritating in the last like week or so of gaming. Definitely need to figure out what's causing it. Because it's not happy. Oh, hey, it worked out. Ooh, I saw that. Stupid zealot. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. No, that is perfectly fine, Farcliff. Thank you for coming and hanging out, though. I really love having people to talk to. You got stuff to do, go do that. I'll still be here. I'll still be here if you want to lurk, or if you're too busy. That's fine as well. I am not about trying to keep people trapped somewhere. Hopefully, your cleaning is nice and quick, though. I hate when you, like, start cleaning and the next thing you know, like, you found something that's just not going to be a quick clean. You do, like, a quick tidy and you see a spot and you're like, ah, well. Next thing you know, you're cleaning the bathroom for, like, 20 minutes. Oh, this is where the hyenas come back. Because they did this, like, elephant graveyard, dinosaur graveyard thing with this area. It's kind of cool in its own right. Oh, man, I took so much damage for that. I have thought about doing dual bowstrings, but I don't know if it would actually work with our build. Ooh, he hit so hard. So it was that guy that did it. Okay. Like, I thought maybe I had accidentally missed a, like a meteor or something, and it just crushed me, but no, it was that dude jumping at me. He has a shockwave that comes off the end of it, and I probably got hit twice instead of just once. Ooh, what is that? You know, something that someone actually suggested I do. Oh, no. Okay, hold it. Apparently, when you're in your options, it doesn't pause it. Why is only some screens pause the screen? I guess it can't be paused and update stuff at the same time. Somebody was saying, I normally do this, and I like turn the volume for the music down really far. I got some suggestions about turning that back up, so we're gonna do that. We have a boss soon. I'm hoping the music for it's pretty cool. That I don't like. I have chain attached to this bow, right? But it causes this to chain to a different target. But the target it ends on is the one that actually gets the lightning bolt. And that's no bueno. I thought it was going to duplicate the stickies, but it doesn't duplicate the stickies, and that's not what we're about. Like an unfortunate side thing that happened that makes it, what did I miss over here? Yeah, I missed a pathway. Like, there's no way there was a checkpoint down here that just led for this tiny circle and no chest. Oh my. So yeah, the plan this weekend, we have a little bit of art to do. Like, I feel bad, because like, that's my entire life right now, is just stream. Like, stuff for stream, stuff thinking about stream, keeping in contact with like game info and checking up on news. Like, if I'm not doing that stuff, I hardly ever really play by myself anymore. And if I do, it's because I'm watching a stream at the same time and like networking with it. But yeah, I want to do some alien art. I like his color palette. I'm really into blues right now. My thought though is instead of like a gender bent thing to do a color bent thing maybe. I haven't made my mind up on that yet.
Storm point.
I need to do a better job of not accidentally talking that twice. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Not good, not good. I'll get him on the salvo. One down. There you go, man. Hey, that's not cool. Oh, it's like rotating or something. I don't understand. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think last time I finished off the dino first, and that was a way different fight. There we go.
If I ever see another necromancer, it'll be too soon.
Mastodon tusk.
Won't be needing these anymore.
Nice, nice, nice. We're getting there. We are getting there. At some point, I'll actually start doing maps and stuff, and we'll see some slightly different content. But I think I don't get to do that till I beat Cruel difficulty. Oh, dude, this is my favorite town. You talk to him, you talk to the salvage bench, and it's all just in a row. And I can do my like stereotypical like run through. Ooh. There we go. This is for that quest. I haven't messed with yet. Let's leave that for now. I haven't been touching any of those rings and stuff at all because I keep finding stuff that, like, when we did the tail end of Act 1, I suddenly needed I needed more cold resist and stuff, but I had a level like 2 or 12, a level 12 sapphire ring that had 20 cold resist on it. I need to start doing this and checking these so I can start looking for some higher tier rings.
Stay inside. Need something? Take your time.
I don't really have a lot of options as far as like purchasing power goes. 100% chance to pierce the enemy. Level 16, 46. I don't feel like I understand the quiver system at all. And we're still kind of early in, so finding like finding the proper stuff for that has not been great. Okay, so where we're at now, we're here. I went through here, did all that. We can't do the sandstorm barrier yet. That's Halai Gates. We did up here. I got both of these. That leaves just here, right? We haven't been to Keth yet. We've done both of these and the undergrounds for it. Haven't done... No, I've done the quarry. Yes, let's do here. There we go. Hit up some Keth. We'll have to go back to the Titan's graveyard or whatever at one point, but
Seems there's a meeting at the main cart.
this looks like I could go up here. Can I not? Oh, no, I can't. Okay. Waypoint, checkpoint. That's the start. I love that they've done this. They've thrown these checkpoint pillars in next to all the waypoints now, so that you can use the system to come back. They implemented a teleport from checkpoint to checkpoint system, and it's been very, very good, very solid. I feel like sometimes spreading this out is really good, and then other times it's not. And I haven't quite figured out when the best time to use each is. I mean, obviously on like single target, you know, there's no reason in ever doing that, not doing that, but whoa, who's putting out flowers? I see. Okay. Okay, let's get all y'all rounded up then.
Barely broke a sweat. I shall overcome.
Good. Regal orb.
Quite nice.
The plan for next week might be Indiana Jones. I don't know. Depends kind of like over the weekend how I am feeling with being able to read. Outside of telling like anecdotal stories and stuff, I've been struggling that the last few days with wanting to go nonverbal. And it's something my family puts up with because I don't know sign language, but we have like little things that I can like communicate to everybody and stuff without being able to talk. And it's actually one of the biggest reasons why I get off stream when I do. So I can have enough time to decompress so that when I go to get my kids, I'm no longer nonverbal. I can at least force myself to talk when I need to with them. It's one of those things that I find funny recently is you have all these people talking about like, my family wasn't autistic at all. My dad only had to get up and work a specific shift and do all this stuff in the exact same order every day, or he got really mad. It's like, yeah, yeah. Schedule helps a lot of autistic people, like a lot. Just because you're high functioning doesn't mean you're not on the spicy spectrum. It's one of those things. It's actually kind of nice to know, because all the weird stuff I used to do before just thought it was because like I was some sort of deformed mutant, you know. To finding out it's like, oh, never mind, that's just like stereotypical like neurodivergent behavior. Okay, I don't feel as bad about all the random crap I've done my whole life. I feel like it drives my wife crazy because I'm really big on like I leave to be places like 20 minutes before I even need to be there, like so that I arrive 20 minutes before I need to get there. Like stuff like an interview, I've shown up to interviews like 30 minutes early and just kind of sat and chilled on my phone while I waited for the interview. Okay, we're gonna go tag the Lost City like we do, and then come back out and do a full clear. Actually, I could probably... Let's tag the waypoint. See what I missed. Yeah, I did miss stuff in that last area. Wait, is that both from the last area? Or Kath, yeah. Let's go back and grab that. I don't need to 100% the areas, but I at least need to get the optional. Some of the optionals have stuff like, you know, increased resistances, extra skill slots, like extra skill points. I really don't want to miss out on that. Those are guys were a little resistant to all of that. Hey, look, stairs. Wait, did I need that? I did not. I picked it up because I could have swore it said... I read it wrong. Like, I saw advanced and my head was like, yeah, that's superior. Advanced is better than not advanced. And it's like, yeah, that's true, but... superior is technically a naming group, a naming convention of the game. It doesn't just mean better. Ooh, a ruby. Increased chance to ignite. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. That's not what I want right now. I don't even... I know, like, some of this does do random element, but, like... Oh, no, I don't even think I have that ability yet. I haven't gotten enough points for it, right? Yeah, I haven't even gotten enough points for Catalyst yet. Why did those guys catch on fire, then? That's weird. Oh, I see what I did. There must have been one of these bowls. Hey, look at that. Ooh.
Got no pack space for that.
Of course I don't. Now I do. There's... Weird. Looted vault, nothing remains. Huh. The first time I've ever seen that. Like an already looted, like, loot room? Kind of weird.
Seek fluid intake.
I will seek fluid intake. The lychee. The thing I was talking about. You know, forever ago. About the thing that Elian did that made me embarrassed. I had him watch that video. And he said something along the lines of, like, I was talking about how I didn't think I was going to get anywhere with VTubing, but I was still doing it because it was fun. And he goes, I don't know why you think that. You have a really nice model and a nice voice. And I'm like, I don't take compliments well, apparently. It embarrassed me so much. I like to the point of being like mildly upset about it, actually.
Quickly.
And I think I made it feel bad. Like, it wasn't like a don't do that, like a mad thing, but it was just like, I don't, compliments make me uncomfortable. Oh my goodness. I was like, I don't know. This one has a little bit of energy shield. I don't like it. I don't like what I hear and what is recorded, even with the new method that's picking up a little bit of my chest tones. It's still not as deep as what I hear from the rumble in my chest when I talk. And it's one, it's really hard to hear a different voice come out of your mouth. If that makes sense. Like, to me, my voice is someone else's voice. Part of it goes back to that thing with my ex that forced me to talk in a higher voice because she liked that better. But that being off to the side, I don't know if this is worth it. How much energy shield do I have right now? 156? Okay, so that is a small increase. That means that the increase is... if that's 156, that would make the other 320 something. But that would also mean that the invasion rating's even higher for this. Oh, goodness. Goodness higher. Also, however, you know what we will miss out on? Well, let go of my mouse. There we go. Nope, not what I meant to do. We lose out on the little bit of booba physics I have if we move to this plate mill, I do believe. It's like way better quality. I think it looks nice. It's not as sexy, but I actually really like the look of this chest plate. You know what? I'm just going with it. I do, however, need to look at all the resistances I just lost. Oh, well, this one already has fire resist. And it has 2 sockets. So, I could throw... like some cold resist on here to cover the gap from the cold resist, because I don't need to cover the fire resist anymore because I've got 44 fire resist. Okay, let's take... Ooh, how's this? Oh, this is not as good. Still really good, but not as good. I'll need to go get your food. I'll still be here. Let's break this apart. Yeah, let's break that apart. And we'll, do I break it apart or do I save it, actually? The requirements aren't ridiculously high on it. But I think for now, because I've already put so much effort into this one, we're actually going to hold on to this one. None of that matters. All of that tiny little micromanaging did not matter, even in the slightest. I still haven't figured out what to do with these yet. I know they're going to give us the ability to break these apart at one point, but I can't yet. And I'm mildly upset about it. Not like actually upset, obviously, but...
Young one.
Oh, no. We get too many yellows we don't need, but not enough superior quality stuff we don't need. Superior quality still has to be destroyed. What was I saying I needed for this? Cold resist. How much cold resist I got, actually? Let's see. That's under currency. I mean, 20% armor evasion, whatever, would be nice, but I'm not using a tri-piece yet. Tenor. Let's do the 2 colds. Yeah, let's do the 2 colds. Yeah, that's nice. Nice. Now, this one I was kind of looking at, though. Because 10% increased charge on the charm gain makes it to where I could use these more often. I can never really tell when this is out of charge, unfortunately, without highlighting it. Okay, let's see. Normal, 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 normal. I sell. Garbage, garbage, garbage. We have the secondary thing there for all of our junk. Say junk, that's actually all stuff I want to keep. I haven't figured out what to do with that yet. It wasn't for the fact that I was using rings to help, like, fill my resistance slots. I need to figure out a better system for all this at one point, but I'm definitely not going to. We know where that goes now, and I think we're still partially through this map. Let's head back. There's something else I need from Keth. I don't remember what it is, though. The boss. I have a boss in Keth I still need to do. Habla the Constrictor Queen. She's in like a ditch. Hey, look at that.
One. I don't have enough
Ooh, she almost got me. She almost got me.
All these
Wrong button.
women make me miss the Grellwood.
There we go. Ooh, 2 more skill points. Hey, I did actually pick this up already. Way to go me. Way to go me. That explains why I was getting some of those procs. I was like, I don't understand. I thought I didn't buy it. Turns out, I did. I'm just a big dum-dum. That's fine. Being a dum-dum's fine sometimes. Especially if all it is like, oops, I forgot to do the thing, you know? That's a whole lot of don't worry about it. Sure is. There we go. Bap, bap, bap. I think part of the problem is just getting people in the door. Like, I don't feel like my streams are bad. I think they're fun. I think chatting with people is fun. All the conversations we have is fun. I don't feel like I'm too terrible at the games I play. I believe Leechy, allegedly I have a nice voice. I don't know about all that, but I feel like it would be quite rude to not believe someone when they tell someone, when multiple people even tell me something to my face. It feels kind of rude to be like, nah, you're wrong. Okay, so we're at Keth Underground now because we finished up. Yeah, we got both of these. We're at the Lost City, and there's no, as far as I can tell, there's no extras here. That is when we start getting the alchemist guys. The extra little bit of damage from them occasionally taking like random damage is kind of cool. Especially since that stacks with that like other ability. Almost all of my like side abilities are all like movement speed and stuff. It's kind of weird. We bought into
Storm Point. What have they done to you? Not ready.
Ooh. That was not good. Not good. I'm gonna die. There we go. There we go. Found myself some space. Keep making space. Yeah, I don't think they ever explained what all the red was from that. If they did, I definitely didn't see it. Ooh. An emerald. I don't know yet, like, what our options are on that type of stuff, like the gems. I definitely feel like I need to figure out what they are. I've been just storing everything. And, yeah, so, did you hear the thing I was saying, Wampus, about, Elian making me feel, like, self-conscious? I had asked him to, like, watch, he had watched one of my, TikToks, and I'd asked him to, like, give me his opinion on it. And, you know, in all of that, okay, so you did hear it? Okay. I was like, I don't like it. No, say nice things. Yeah, I know I'm out of mana. I definitely need to buy on my way across the board. There's a couple more mana regen nodes, and I definitely need them. I'm suffering so bad from just being out of mana all the time. Actually, what if I do this? There we go. Cool. Go get a shower. That is perfectly fine. We will still be here judging everyone. I don't know. You said I was a nice person. I was trying to think of something that makes me not a nice person. I'm judging McJudgerston now. This is a React channel. We only talk about how bad works are. I don't know. I feel like I haven't always been like a great person, but like how much of that is the stuff that Sheldon had to deal with, right? Like, especially young Sheldon. I can't bring myself to watch young Sheldon. A lot of his struggles in young Sheldon are like stuff I dealt with as a kid, and I literally am not emotionally secure enough to be able to watch that type of like trauma and stuff and handle it in any sort of like mature fashion. And it's just one of those, like, it kind of sucks to get triggered about a kid's show, you know? Triggered probably isn't quite the right term there. I don't know. I did like therapy and stuff for like a while, but people in this area are not as helpful as they pretend to be. There's a lot of people that also just pretend to be therapists. They're like certified counselors or something. Like, it's a really weird market in this area of trying to get like proper mental health. And since I've been with my wife, I haven't really needed it for depression and stuff. So I just, well, if it's not a problem, let's not worry about it. What's the? Just don't. If it's not broke, don't fix it. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Good. Let's see. Am I full still? I'm close. Hey, why were you lightning me? Oh, there's a gilded beetle nearby. What I really need is the extra... I need the extra spirit that I can get at one point. I need to look into it to see where that extra spirit's at. Because I have these 2 gems that when I have stacks of Wind Dance on, for each stack of Wind Dance, I get extra health regen and extra mana regen. And that covers like a large portion of what's wrong with my build, but I can't equip it because then I lose my Herald of the Thunder. Herald of the Thunder is like 50% of my damage. It's too big of a hit for too small of a gain.
Greetings.
Okay, let's go ahead and salvage up some stuff. I was really hoping I had more salvage. The rest of this is kind of garbage. Oh well.
Hello.
It's like mostly garbage, actually. Actually, you know, I didn't even bother checking that. Okay, cool, I was right.
Do not want
I was right. Garbage. Ooh, I didn't see what this freeze build up with quarterstaves. Quarterstaves and bonuses gained from equipped quiver. That is such a weird combination of gems. Or like, man, I don't know. I have a feeling I might end up just like selling a bunch of that on the market. I haven't really ooh, hold up. Lightning and cold resist? And I'm not really going against too much that is chaos right now. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. Rai, how is it going, Rai? Wait, have you not slept yet? Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean by crash, is you haven't slept? Or decompress?
young one.
Or are you playing Crash Bandicoot? I don't know. How's your, you're like right towards the end of your semester and all the stuff you have to do, right? Oh, yeah, fully rot. Fully rot's good. Fully rot is good sometimes. I actually have a new book that I want to read. Have you seen any of the stuff for Exodus? The new game by the guys that made the original team that made the first two Mass Effects. They're making a new game called Exodus. Oh my. They've also, with them and another sci-fi writer, have made a book in the same universe called Exodus, the Archimedes Engine. It is a close to 1,000 page sci-fi novel that is a semi prequel to the game they're making. And it's good. It's good. I can 100% say with 100% certainty you would like Mass Effect. The only complaints you would have with Mass Effect is they are old, but you play 7 Days to Die and that game looks like a foot. So that game is even with the graphical update is kinda on the ugly side. Yeah, Exodus is a new game by them. They did a crossover. So if you have Amazon Prime, they made an episode in Secret Level is actually based on Exodus. So I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard exclusively good things about it. It's by the guy that made Love, Death, and Robots. I keep wanting to say Sex and Robots, but that's not right. I think it's Love, Death, and Robots. Ooh. I knew it. I knew it. I was like, this looks like a trap. Turns out, it's trap. Yeah, I know some people don't love space stuff. My wife loves space stuff, but she has an irrational fear of being sucked out into space through explosive decompression. Like to the point of it's kind of a phobia, but it's a phobia that outside of video games and stuff you never have to deal with, right? Like, when's the next time any of us poor folk, I guess you want to call it, when was the next time any of us are going into space? You know, It's literally one of those things that's a non-issue. Like spiders or whatever, like you might see a spider one day, right? But when's the next time that you're going to be in space and have to worry about explosive decompression, you know? And I always giggle about it. She gets so mad. She gets so mad. But like one of her favorite shows is The Expanse. It's like all space. And she likes Star Trek and all this other stuff. She loves all the shows. And like at one point, every single one of those shows does explosive decompression. No. Unless you could give me gigabit speeds internet in space, there's absolutely no reason for me to be anywhere but on Earth. Now, you give me gigabit speeds or faster in space. Watch the new show Ah. No, I don't think I've seen Ah. Third Sun. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. The three sun problem, or three something problem, and it's about like aliens or something are coming, and the amount of time it's going to take them to get here, we will have technologically advance them if we keep going on the rate that we're going versus what they're doing. Now, funny thing about that is kind of what that Exodus show is going on about. Is in Exodus, the big portion of that game and the books is they've discovered faster than light travel, but the problem that comes with that, when you travel faster than the speed of light, time starts to dilate. It already does it when you get the closer and closer you get to the speed of light. Once you pass it, you start traveling. For you, feels like you've only been traveling for 5 minutes, but then the place you left, it's actually been 10 years, right? And the whole point of that game is you are a explorer. You are an explorer that goes on exoduses. You leave a system, you purposely go travel and explore a new area to discover new things, and all of the repercussions of the people and the stuff you left behind while you were gone. That is the entirety of that game. Screw it, we'll just come back. Oh, actually, I'm going to take that with me because I want that now. We'll come back for this. Just in case something happens and I don't come back for it, because we're already at like 2 minutes and 20. Or 2 o'clock, 2:30, whatever. Yeah. So that, and the book is supposed to go really, really in depth to what's going on, and I'm like, Well, I have absolute. What is Penny Dreadful? Give me an elevator pitch about Penny Dreadful. I have absolutely no idea what that is. Have we capped everything off that we need to? No, I'm still using. I feel like I should swap Storm Arrow out for something, but we're leaning so heavily into lightning that it feels dumb not to have it. I don't use it very often, obviously, because my magnetic stuff is really strong, but...
Stay in sight.
Let's see. Back. I think, ooh, that's another spirit gem. I don't need it. What's this one? Another one I don't need because everything's capped off. That's not a synapsis. That was a terrible elevator pitch. I learned absolutely nothing other than it's good. Okay, that's at least something, I guess.
Charge arrow.
Are you excited about having your rot period where you don't have to do anything anymore? I know you've been kind of needing it for a bit. Oh, yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. I didn't know what the name of it was. I really like Billie Piper. I like her a lot. But I like Billie Piper because of Doctor Who. I think it's funny that all the people on Doctor Who that ended up, like, dating and marrying each other. Like... Yeah. I've never been one for, like, I love stuff about the Victorian age. I love how people twist it, and it's all, like, weird clockwork stuff, and, like, the outfits, and, like, all of that stuff. But they always put, like, I say always, it's not a fair assumption or anything, but what else do I need from here, actually? Do I need anything else from this area? I don't think I do. Yeah, like Van Helsing and all that. That stuff I like. It's when they tie it back to, like, making it feel like a weird version of Downton Abbey. I know that doesn't happen very often, but it seems to be like, if it's not weird and supernatural, I've already forgotten what I was looking for. Yeah, let's just go ahead and we'll move forward to the buried shrine. Yeah, we'll move forward to the buried shrine, and then I'll, we actually have enough time. I might be able to finish buried shrine. Yeah. I know it's technically the wrong era, but they have a tendency to, like, weirdly romanticize that period, but that period is really rough. They are doing a Yakuza game that takes place in, like, the early period from when they finally stopped being secluded. And it's, it looks kind of good. Yeah, I want to say it's like 1902 or something. It's like before the First World War. Like when they first started opening Japan. So, like, they still have samurai swords, but, like, you'll occasionally see a random revolver and stuff. Like, it looks really good. It's a very interesting and highly chaotic time in Japan, due to, like, them trying to come to terms with the fact that they've been cut off. Frankenstein's in it. That's kind of cool. I love that stuff. I love the old monster movie, like Mythos, Dorian Gray, all that. Yeah, and that all of that fits in the same area. It fits in the same, like, that's what I think when I think Victorian age. I think, like, whale oil used for stuff, weird runes, like crazy dark magic, vampires. Like, that's what I see in my head when I think of the Victorian age, and the outfits, right? But, like, you'll occasionally get people trying to, like, romanticize and pretty up that era. And I'm like, it was a pretty dark time for anybody that wasn't mega rich. You know, like, it was kind of the roaring 20s of the US. Like, it was not a great time for people that weren't mega rich. So trying to pretty it up and, like, flash it up without the dark undertones feels odd to me. It feels like some rich person wrote it so that they wouldn't, and we don't really like the rich right now. We're back on the whole eat the rich thing. Oh, no, yeah, I wasn't saying it was a romantic thing. I was just pet peeving about something I had seen not too long ago. It was a romance book in the Victorian age, and it was all, I can't remember what the name of it was, but it was all just, like, prettied up, and I'm like, that is so grossly inaccurate. I don't know how I feel about that. Grossly inaccurate to what I see in my head that should be in that time frame, you know. Yeah, that's good. Like, I think it's funny that Billie Piper always ends up playing like a poor person. Because she's not poor like at all, but like she always ends up playing somebody that's like dirt poor or right off the side of dirt poor. I actually had to ask Noxus and them because of Doctor Who. I was like, what's a chav? Had to explain to me what a chav was. They bring it up all the time in Doctor Who about Billie Piper. And I'm like, I don't, or her character, which was Rose Tyler. No, you're fine. Here's the problem. I will definitely check it out. It sounds like a show that I should watch with my wife. The problem is we are like 8 shows deep and not getting any of them finished. Like, we are so bad for that. Like, one, because she works nights, anytime we try to do something where we're like up at the same time, either one of us is tired or the other is. So like, I prefer to watch shows with her because I don't really like TV. My thing is, especially right now with me working really hard at like streaming and stuff, I'm just kind of like, if I have time to watch TV, I should be making something, right? I should be doing something. Or at least playing a video game, something that is my speed of relaxation. Or books. I really do love myself a good book. I will say I will occasionally ignore what I'm supposed to be doing to read a book. That happens actually way more than I probably should admit out loud. I'm out of mana again. It's just gotta... This dude got a eat mana ability? Or what's going on with that? I can't magnetic salvo because I'm just like out of mana the whole time. Okay. Yeah, Dune I haven't gotten around to. Fantastic book series, but I have not seen a single bit of any of that. Like, and probably won't see any of that. Oh man, of course it's a... We'll come back for the boots. I was the same way. When I went to college and did all that, like, I don't think I touched a book for years after college. Like, I just put it on the shelf. Like, I could not get into reading. Anytime I picked up a book, I felt like nauseous to my stomach that I was trying to read for fun.
How can I advise?
So, like, no, I definitely get you. Like, it is so bad. It's why sometimes I kind of laugh about teachers talking about reading books. And I was like, when was the last time you read a book? You know, like asking your teacher when was the last time they actually picked up a book, and they almost never answer you. Yeah, no more reading, no more thoughts. It's the reason why I couldn't jump into another RPG. I couldn't do another RPG because I couldn't read on stream for hours again. I hit that point where I'm just like, I can't. Please don't make me.
Stay inside.
So we're playing this. It is still a lot of thinking, but to be honest, I've, for the most part, automated a lot of this. I just don't have to think about it. Like, I don't know exactly every stat, you know. I don't know exactly what works with what build, because some of the stats are odd. It's one of those things where it's like, that doesn't work the way you think it does based on like how you're reading it. Ooh, what is this? Wait, what is this? I don't... Is that just picking a ring?
Winter deepens, bringing a biting.
Don't know what that was. What was that? Okay, that wasn't the essence of water. I still have to find the lady for the essence of water. Okay. Right, the people that read non-fiction on purpose, and it's not like a cookbook or a skill book. I'm just kind of like, but why? Why are you? I don't like. You're just reading about some random town, but why? I'm in a tough spot. I love this game way more than Diablo 4. It is very, very much better. Now, Diablo 4 is all right. It's an ARPG. It gets the job done. What I like to compare them to is Diablo 3 is an arcade style ARPG. And PoE is a little bit more than that, especially PoE 2. PoE 2 has a lot of dodging. Now, there is dodging in Diablo. You can dodge roll in Diablo and jump around and do stuff like that, right? But it doesn't really do much. You can't, like, dodge out of abilities and stuff. This, dodging is used more like in Elden Ring and Dark Souls, where there are a little bit of iframes. You can roll through attacks to get out of stuff. You can roll through almost most attacks as long as it's not a roll catch. Roll catch is a term for an ability that lasts slightly too long for the iframes of the dodge, or it's to force you to dodge so they can catch you with some BS right afterwards. Those two are roll catch. So yeah, everything else can be rolled through because there's iframes. There's a couple of ways to modify that too. There's a guy that doesn't use dodges at all, and he uses resistance shield, where he trades out his dodge for extra just pure tanking ability. And then all of his dodging is done through movement speed. Like him actually moving in and out of physical combat. I love the concept of a biography. Like, I do find it cool to, like, learn about people. Like, I feel like I would read a Robin Williams biography just because that dude kind of lived, like, a really long life. And, like, his personality was so cool, but, like, clearly he had a bunch more going on than just being a funny guy, right? And as a guy that sees myself as a funny guy, I also know a lot of my depression and stuff is masked by being a funny guy, you know? Like, I know in my chest, like, that's what I do. Like, I make morbid jokes and, like, whatever, because it helps put stuff off.
Never come look for my king ears. Sins of the mother.
Ooh. Yeah, what now, punk? You say sins of the mother. I'm pretty sure your mother never loved you. Oh, God! Said that and then immediately got slapped in the mouth. Feel like I might have possibly deserved that. Oh, man, again. He got me that time. I rolled slightly too early for it. Yeah, I feel like that would be okay. If it's not really like just here's the steps of my life, but some sort of like twist on it. The problem with Diablo is it takes too long to get going. It is incredibly slow paced. It is incredibly a rough playthrough in the beginning. The game is designed, Diablo 4 is designed to get you into the late game as soon as possible now. Diablo 2 is actually considered the better game by most people. Now, I know some people don't like Diablo 3, but me and my wife have like hundreds of hours in that game, so like, I don't know if I'm the best one to judge of that. Hey, you almost got me with it again, you jerk. I'm trying to get him to like do his little spinny attack in the corner. Yeah, you're gonna stay over in the corner, bud. There you go. Gauntlet? I want to say maybe. The problem with older games is I didn't always know the name of stuff that I played. This game, however, you know what helps with this and Diablo 4? Playing it with other people. You can play up to 6-person co-op in here, and it gets with all this going on, and then everybody else's abilities and all the other stuff going on, it gets very hectic, but in a weird, really fun way.
This woman's certainly seen.
There's something about it that's just so good multiplayer. Like, I'm not saying single player is bad, but like, yeah, Diablo 2 is really good. It was a very big portion of people's love for Diablo is because of Diablo 2.
But her pain is
Diablo 3, I personally liked. I enjoyed the classes that were in Diablo 3. The story is meh. That's unfortunately, Blizzard fired most of their like writing team, and they've struggled ever since because they got rid of people that were very core to how their storytelling went. They don't have those guys anymore.
if I must.
There's been a secret cow level in every single Diablo, so that is not unheard of to want to do that. Oh, I didn't identify on the way in. Identify salvage bench. Ooh. I'm getting a little bit of armor off of it, though. The extra charm duration would be nice, but I'm not 100% sold on that being nice enough to worry about salvo or crafting it up or anything. We are at the end of time, though. Don't have enough time to really get into anything else. Yeah. Oh. Okay, let's get this. Oh, you know what we could do before I get off, actually? Let's go turn... See if I can speed run it. And we'll go turn these two halves in real quick. I need something Titan, something of the Titan for that. Yeah, Valley of the Titans. Now, classic World of Warcraft. Jeff's Kiss. The balancing in that, everything is so good about classic World of Warcraft. Yeah. Yeah, classic World of Warcraft. I really like the idea of classic World of Warcraft hardcore. Hardcore is the whole, like, you die, you lose your character thing. Oh, messed that up. The bigger guys don't have a big enough gap for me to... Right? Yeah, that's kind of the thing, right? Like, I've been trying to think up ways to expand being able to stream and be able to have time to make more content and stuff. But like, I have my day scheduled out. Like, I do stuff exactly the way I need to every single day. And I don't have more time unless I cut out like being the one to get my kids on the bus or something. There's no way for me to stream. There's a time frame for like 2 hours at night I might be able to stream, but unfortunately I'm a daytime streamer, so the amount of people that show up for me at night just aren't a thing. It's so funny because like we've talked about that a few times of like there's the big like lotto jackpot right now, like $800 and something million. And the joke has always been like, if we ever won that much money, like, somebody's rezzing. There you are. If we ever won that much money, like, we definitely be entirely different type of person. Yeah, we could do that. I know we talked about doing, there was a game you wanted to play that we both had, and I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. The chat collab and viewer merge thing is really easy. I was actually going to do it with Noxus and them today, but I just didn't really feel like getting on. I had that doctor's appointment I forgot about, the optometrist appointment, and for the kids. They both had to get their eyes dilated and stuff, and I completely forgot about that. And had to go out of my way to go do that. When I came back, I just didn't feel like trying to set it all up. And we're just kind of trying to dip right now. I really need to just find this thing where the sun turned in. Let it be this one. Not. Man, that's one of the ancient seals. Okay. Ancient seal. See what I've missed. They're normally on this, like, right side of the map. Oh, the linking our VTube characters is actually relatively easy. I don't know for yours, though. For me, I use VTube Studio. VTube Studio has a built-in function for virtual camera. And virtual camera, you can use that for your, the stream together feature. So all you do is you choose the virtual camera for your camera option, and then that does your this. Oh nope, not this. And yeah, so you choose a virtual camera, and that's the one you use with the collab thing. The other person might have to run chroma key on top of it. It just kind of depends on how your virtual camera like handles that processing. With VTube Studio, it's super easy. As long as you have Spout as your like capture, it'll auto chroma key itself out, chroma key the background up. So it's super easy. I tried it the other day, like before Lumen and them started properly merging chats. They used to just be in each other's chat. And I tested out like how to set it up so that they can do it. I knew that was going to help them way more try to get stuff done than having to be in each other's chat at all times. Not that that's like bad, because it's probably easier for them, but than having nothing at all. Oop. I looked away from the thing too long. Hold on. Gathered up too many enemies. There we go. Yeah, and it's not a hard thing to test, because you can test that without even... Oh, no, but where's it at? Okay, hold on. It's almost always along the outside edge. Ancient seal, ancient seal, ancient seal. This is a waypoint to nothing, I think. This is the area to the new area. Let's check here, I guess. And then we'll check down here. I'm trying to, like, I have less than 10 minutes, so I'm trying to just run through this real quick. I'm, like, really close to getting myself killed because of it. Yeah, if Eth really likes Diablo 2, this is a little faster paced. This is a little bit more difficult, but they'll definitely love it. Now, admittedly, right now, it is not free to play. Path of Exile is normally free to play. This is currently in early access, so they do have a cost for it. So that is a important thing to consider. I didn't see this part up here either. I worry that it's down here, though, and I just didn't back up enough to see where it was at. Oh, no, I've got to turn around. Yeah, A lot of people have, even on when they're playing games that they're playing solo, have started partying up like that. Oh my god, it really was here. Okay. Fine. Fine, I give. Sorry, I had thoughts. Wait, how do I do both of these? I'm confused. Why is this doing this? Hello? Uh-oh. I don't understand. How did I do this last time? I've done this before. I did this on our last playthrough. But, oh, is it Alt? Oh, that's clunky, but okay. Let's do charm charge rate, I guess. There we go. That's all I needed to do. And it was here at the start. I just didn't back up enough to look at it. Yeah, I have no problem with us trying to do that one night. Because, like, I get on again, like, 9 Eastern. And I tried to do a late night stream. And it was just, you know, me by myself. Because all the people that normally watch me were either watching other streams or just, you know, busy. Because it's, you know, 11 hours after when I normally start or whatever. But, being able to mix our chats and stuff together could be fun. We'd have to find something that we both enjoy, obviously, but the internet is nothing but video games. I'm sure we'll find something to do. That being said, I need food. So I need to go ahead and end. I need to look at doing that and then getting ready to get the kiddos. They should be getting out of school soon. I accidentally turned the wrong thing on today and did not realize how bad my mouth tracking was until just now. Good, good. There's a light right above my head that is blurring out my camera, and my camera is auto adjusting to the light, and it's wrecking my tracking. Whoops. As far as next week goes, I'm not 100% sure what we're doing. We have this, we have... Oh, yeah, we were going to do Supermarket. There was another game that wasn't one of those, but I can't remember what it was. It wasn't one of the streamer bait games. It wasn't one of the, like, low-level games, but I don't, for the life of me, remember what we had talked about at the time. Not that it matters. Like I said, we'll find something. You go finish up what you've got to do for your day so you can finally rot like the rest of us. I am going to go get some food and then get some kiddos, and I hopefully will see y'all next week. I don't know. Christmas time off with kids home. I might not stream. We won't know. I'll post a story though. Yeah, once I make up my mind. That being said, we should probably find someone to raid. Ooh. Apri's drawing. Oh. But Ollyway's playing Path of Exile. So let's go bug Ollie. Ollie? I still haven't asked. I feel like I should at one point, but I haven't asked. Because at one point she was like, no one ever gets it right. Now I'm like too afraid to ask. I'm like, what if I get it wrong again? She's a really cute VTuber though. She's been playing Path of Exile. She's working really hard at it. Y'all go hang out with her. I'm going to eat. I'll be chatting in there as well. So I'll see y'all soon, and y'all have a good day, okay? Bye. Bye. Bye-bye.